In downtown Warren, the Trumbull Art Gallery is undergoing some changes.
So I've been with TAG for 36 years. I've been the director for 14 years. We've renovated the whole thing. We're back to the original tin ceilings in this place.
Pat Galgozzi is the executive director of the Trumbull Art Gallery.
What we do here, we are a nonprofit. We are here to support the arts and the artists in our community. We show their art and we sell their art. And it's an all-volunteer organization. We have 4,000 square feet here, and we have 4,000 square feet that we're working on in the basement area. For pottery, we have kilns down there. We'll have all kinds of shows and artists, places to work down there. That's an expansion that we're on now.
I was an architect. I'm recently retired, and I was hired by the Trumbull Art Gallery Board to design this facility.
Edward J Kubek recalls what the building was used for in past years.
This was a shoe store. I believe it was called Richard's. The gift shop had all kinds of really funky, crazy, wallpaper, wall coverings. The original ceilings that are exposed now were covered by lay-in ceilings. So we came in and we did a demo. We tried to restore it to the best as we could, utilizing some of the intrinsic features such as the metal ceiling. We were able to work with the Butler Art Museum. They gave us some specifications on a special type of drywall that they use down at the Butler, so that when we set up our shows, we're constantly pulling nails out and refinishing everything. We had to put a sprinkler system in the basement in order to utilize it.
Heading down into the basement, we find Jesse Wilson, a Trumbull Art Gallery board member who's overseeing the final renovation.
We're creating an education space and a studio space for classrooms. For me, it's very important. It's bringing in artists from outside of Trumbull County. If you're just getting out of school, you might not have studio space. So here we have a place that you can show work. You can have a studio space for 6 months up to a year. When I first came down here, this was a filthy basement that hadn't been touched, hadn't been cleaned in maybe 100 years, where it was just layers of filth on the ground. This arch here was completely blocked in, 3 bricks deep, and so that was, between me and a group, it was maybe a few weeks of hitting this with hammers and getting through that, and pressure washing walls and installing lights.
Once they're finished, the renovations will double the gallery's usable space.
We have about 9 shows here, major shows in the gallery. This changes about every 6 weeks or 8 weeks, depending on the show. With the space down below, we'll have more events going on with that.
And Galgozzi stresses that the gallery isn't just for professional artists.
My whole thing always is to have children in here never feel intimidated in an art gallery, ever, wherever you go. Come in here, love the art, look at it, enjoy yourself, have some classes. Their parents bring them in. They really do have fun when they come in.
There are a lot of businesses in the valley, of course, that have survived more than 60 years, but for an art gallery, an art-focused business, I think it's quite an accomplishment.
I'd like everybody to come down here and enjoy it and see what's going on, because it changes all the time.
You can read the story behind the video in the mid-July issue of the Business Journal. Click the subscribe tab to order your copy today.